Good evening, all my fellow gamers out there. Welcome back to Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, the Xbox Games Showcase and Starfield Direct are in the books. And I just wanted to get on here and make a quick video and just, talk about some of the games that really caught my attention that I'm actually very interested in checking out once they come out. And I have to say, there were some very, very peculiar results as well. But anyway, before we get started, here's a quick word on Game Beauty, the sponsor. As you continue to watch and enjoy Blitzball Champ gaming content here on the U to the Tube, be sure to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty, our sponsor. For an awesome lineup of video game themed makeup and cosmetic products, here is Game Beauty. They offer many different collections such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, and even this special Persona 5 Royal limited edition makeup collection. They also have free domestic and international shipping to most countries for orders over $60. And you can use the promo code BlitzballChamp and you get 10% off of your order for any and all purchases. So be sure to check out Game Beauty when you have an opportunity. Now, we shall return back to our regularly scheduled video. Enjoy. Okay, so a couple of days ago, we got a great taste of what the Summer Games Fest 2023 had to offer. So now we go into a more specific showcase, being the Xbox Game Showcase, and a whole direct showcase pretty much specializing in Starfield. But before I get into Starfield, I wanted to talk about some of the games that were announced during this Xbox showcase that I thought were really interesting. First off, the trailer that they showed for Fable. Now, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know about y'all, but it didn't really look Fable-ish. Just based on the original Fable games like Fable, Fable 2, Fable 3, this didn't really look like that. And I'm under the impression that this is a reboot, which I believe they might have specified this is a reboot, but this kind of looked odd to be a Fable game. I mean, you're playing as this character, and then the person that was speaking ended up being like in this giant form trying to smash you. It was weird. It was really weird. But this was from Playground Games. But I have to say, I'm guessing the whole idea is that the character you play with, I guess, is in a world that's population is giants. I don't know, like, or just the land. There's a land of giants. It's weird. It's really weird. But there was no release date. But the good thing is that it will be available on Game Pass. So at least, be able to check that out, as long as I still have Game Pass, which I do have Game Pass Ultimate, which I highly recommend. But I'm gonna still check it out. I'm gonna definitely still check it out because, I mean, it's Fable. But it didn't really look like a Fable game, in all honesty. But we'll see. We will definitely see. Star Wars Outlaws. I definitely enjoy Star Wars games here and there. Of course, I like Battlefront. I like Squadrons. I like the KOTOR games, the Lego Star Wars games, Jedi Fallen Order. There's just I like a lot of Star Wars games, so I definitely am interested in this. But it looks like it's going to be open world. But yeah, Ubisoft, open world Star Wars game. So I have to say, I'm definitely interested in it. Not only that, apparently tomorrow for the Ubisoft Forward presentation, tomorrow June 12th, they are going to have gameplay. They're going to show off some gameplay for this. So I definitely want to see what the gameplay looks like. It's a nice little cinematic trailer, but I'm definitely curious to see how the gameplay looks. But this one I'm definitely going to have my eye on. So, hopefully it'll end up being good, because I like Star Wars. We got some Persona games that they did trailers for, which I thought was kind of interesting. So we had Persona 3 Reload, which is apparently a full remake of the original Persona 3. And apparently it's using a style similar to Persona 5 visually. Now it looks like it's going to have the same sort of RPG gameplay elements of a Persona game, but it looks like they're redoing a lot of the social scenarios, just the exploration, and even some of the battles and such like that. So I definitely am looking forward to playing this. This was one of the Persona games that I never actually got to finish. Never finished FES or the original. I know they ported Persona 3 Portable on Game Pass and also on PlayStation as well. And not only that, they have recasted the voice actors for each of the characters. So I thought that was kind of interesting. They did a whole recast of the voice actors and actresses for the characters of this game. So I thought that was really interesting. But game is set to launch sometime next year, and it will be on Game Pass. So, but being that, I do like the Persona games, I am probably still going to purchase it on PlayStation 5. Just being that, I have the other Persona games on there as well. So, being that I'm a fan, I'm going to definitely invest and actually purchase it. I'll probably get a physical copy. I don't have a physical copy of Persona 3 and Persona 4, but I do have for 5, which 5 is in my top 5 favorite RPGs of all time. But I think I'm gonna definitely get a physical copy of this and get Persona 3 Reload. That is, I'm hoping it'll do a physical release. I'm hoping, but definitely plan on getting that. And then, speaking of Persona 5, Persona 5 Tactica, which apparently it's another spin-off, which apparently it's gonna be like a tactics style strategy game, which I guess it kind of has that that Fire Emblem, that Dealfield Chronicle type of look to it. But it looks like it's going to be an all new story. I don't think it's going to be a continuation from Persona 5 Strikers. At least I don't get the gist. I don't get the gist that this is a continuation of the story. I think this is a brand new just story, just for like a spinoff. Which is fine, because Persona 5 and then Persona 5 Strikers actually continued the story from Persona 5, which I believe took place, if I remember correctly, it was a couple of years, like maybe 1 or 2 or so years after Persona 5. So, I thought that was really interesting, but looks like this is a whole new story, just a complete spinoff. But definitely looking forward to getting this game, which this will release November 17th of this year. I'm hoping this also has a physical edition. I definitely would like to get it. And I believe this will also be on Game Pass as well. So definitely looking forward to getting this. But I am kind of bummed because in the trailer, like, they got a lot of the main characters, but where's Kasumi? Where's Kasumi Yoshisawa? Or, I guess, technically, Sumire Yoshisawa. Spoiler alert. I didn't see her in there. But they have Haru, they got Makoto, they got Ryuji, they have, the protagonist Joker, they got Morgana, they got An, they got Yusuke, they got Futaba. But yeah, no Sumire. I'm kind of bummed about that, because they didn't have her in Strikers either, which the whole thing with that was going off the story of Persona 5 and not Persona 5 Royal. But it is what it is. But Persona 5 Tactica, definitely plan on picking it up. But yeah, should be good. Should be really, really good. More Sea of Thieves content. The Legend of Monkey Island. So, another expansion. I need to get back into Sea of Thieves, because that game is a lot of fun. I'm going to need to link up with friends to play that, because Sea of Thieves, that game is so much fun, especially when you're playing with friends. And Legend of Monkey Island releases July 20th. So that'll be here in a month. So just a little over a month. So got that to look forward to. But hopefully around that time or before can sync up with some friends and play that game. Because Sea of Thieves is cool. Sea of Thieves is really cool. More Like a Dragon. We got Like a Dragon 8, Infinite Wealth, which I'm guessing this is a continuation from the previous Like a Dragon game. That's the gist that I'm getting. I need to really go through the Yakuza games. I really do. But showed a cinematic trailer that didn't show any gameplay or anything like that. But yeah, thought it was kind of weird. But Like a Dragon 8, Infinite Wealth, November 19th release, so a couple of days after Persona 5 Tactica. So I'll definitely be getting this as well. Probably will be getting it on PlayStation, because that's where I have the other Yakuza games on. So we'll definitely get that, because I do want to eventually go through all the Yakuza games. I do. So definitely we'll be picking that up. Now, they showed an interesting game from Capcom that kind of gave me that Onimusha Devil May Cry kind of feel to it. It's called Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. But it's behind the studio that did Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. But and even they say it looks kind of similar to Onimusha. That's definitely the vibe that I got from it. But apparently it's supposed to possibly have multiplayer as well. So that kind of catches my attention a little bit. But definitely, hack and slash. It looks pretty neat, very intriguing. And like I said, I like Onimusha. I definitely enjoyed Onimusha. I played through the first one a long time ago. So, definitely enjoyed Onimusha. No release date for this game, but I'm gonna keep an eye out on this game. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye out on this game because it did look really cool. Let's see. I guess I might as well mention Overwatch 2. They got some new stuff for that in August. So Overwatch 2 Invasion, which will add new story missions, co-op events, training modes. They had a firing range, which was like, what? Firing range? What the heck? A new character, and all of this will arrive on August 10th, which apparently will be the start of Season 6. Well, I mean, we already know the original PvE got scrapped. So this is part of what they were saying that they were planning on doing, is adding some more content, story missions and co-op stuff. So, I mean, I don't know, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might install it again just for that, but don't hold me to that. Please don't hold me to that, because, like I said, my Overwatch 2 experience so far has not been fun, especially compared to the original Overwatch. My Overwatch 2 experience has not been fun whatsoever. It really hasn't. So, I don't know. I might reinstall this just for the story missions and co-op. If friends want to. But, like I said, don't hold me to that. Because I'm kind of up in the air about it. Just kind of up in the air about it. But yeah. There was a game that they showed, a cel-shaded RPG called Dungeons of Hinterberg. It looked interesting. It actually looked interesting. It kind of gave me sort of that Dark Cloud feel to it. Like, you remember Dark Cloud 2? I don't know. I don't know why, but it just made me think of Dark Cloud 2 for a second. But I do like the scenes they showed with the riding and the mine carts and stuff like that, and the skateboarding and grinding on rails. Like, I was like, whoa, this is kind of interesting. Kind of have a jet grind radio feel to it. So it looks like a stylish cel-shaded RPG. And you know what? I'm going to keep my eye on it. It looks very intriguing. It looks very intriguing. So, it doesn't come out until 2024, But it will be on Game Pass, and apparently it's developed by a studio called Microbird Games, which are based in Austria. Interesting. And this will also be coming to PC. But it looks interesting. It actually looks very interesting. I'm gonna keep my eye out for it, because it looks very interesting, stylish. So I'm totally down. Another game that looked really cool, that kind of gave me that Grand Kingdom kind of look to it. Towerborn, which is a side-scrolling co-op action RPG, and they're from Static or Static. I don't even know if I said that right, but that's the developer behind this game. But yeah, I definitely like the side-scrolling, like kind of like that beat 'em up action RPG style. I thought it looked really cool. Oh, Legend of Mana. That's what I meant to say. It kind of reminds me of Legend of Mana. That style. I love me some Legend of Mana. So that's definitely what it reminded me of. But apparently the characters have 4 different styles: war clubs, gauntlets, dual daggers, and swords and shields. And each style is customizable and can be played with other styles. But 4-player co-op? Hey, I'm totally down. Totally down. Or at least I assume it's 4-player co-op. But yeah, I'm actually very interested in this game. And it is a 2024 release. And I believe, oh yeah, it'll be on Game Pass as well. So a lot of juiciness is going to be available via Game Pass. So that's always really cool, especially, great incentive to have Game Pass, which, like I said, I have Game Pass Ultimate, and I have not regretted getting that. So definitely love it. And then, of course, got to talk about Starfield. And I have to say, Starfield... Or wait. Before we go to Starfield, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. Let me rewind. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. New expansion. I need y'all's honest opinion. I need y'all's honest, serious opinion. Some of y'all that have followed me for a long time, especially on Twitch, know that I have once streamed some of my playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. A game that I was very excited for when I first saw it, and pretty much got it day one. Which I did get it digitally. I got it digitally day one. I did 3 streaming sessions of this game. This was on PS4. I was playing this on PS4. And the experience was just terrible. So terrible. The game was busted, was buggy. Like, cosmetically, it looked nasty. Just terrible. And just objectives were breaking. Even, like, side objectives were breaking. So, the experience was just so bad. It was so bad. Now, of course, this game came out 3 years ago. 2020. Pardon me. I did hear, because now it's on next gen. It's on the Xbox Series S, X, and even on PS5 now. I did hear that the game did get cleaned up some, and that it's a lot more stable, and actually runs better and is not as buggy. Is this true? I had originally was able to get a refund for it, so I would have to repurchase it. And I noticed they got a deal going on for like 50 and some change. I can actually get Cyberpunk 2077 digitally along with the Phantom Liberty pack, so that it'll be there when it comes out, which it does come out September 26th. Let me ask y'all something. You think it's worth me giving it another shot? Now that supposedly the game is cleaned up. Think I should give it another shot? Let me know y'all's honest opinion. I want to hear from y'all on this. I want to know y'all's honest opinion. Is it worth me giving it another shot? Okay. Now. Oh. One other game. Before we get to Starfield. One other game. A new Atlas game that pretty much kind of looks like it has that Persona feel, that Shin Megami Tensei feel. And it has an interesting name, a very interesting name. New Atlas game called Metaphor Refantasio. It looks very definitely Persona-ish. So apparently this was revealed 7 years ago as Project Refantasy. So apparently this is something that's been in the works for a long while. But this game is slated to release next year. I think it's going to be on Game Pass. I don't know. I don't remember if it said it was going to be on Game Pass. But I will definitely be checking it out. But I thought it looked really neat. But yeah, Metaphor Refantasio. Really interesting name. Very interesting name. Okay. Starfield. Starfield had its own showcase, its own separate showcase. Bethesda. Wow. I have to say, this game looks very legit. It kind of gives me that Halo Reach, Destiny, Mass Effect combo with Starfield. And I have to say, this game looks huge. Looks like there is a lot to do. I mean, over 1,000 planets? 1,000? Wow. Base building. Different skill trees. Customizing your own ship. That you also do ship battles. Like, yo, this looks very legit. And I believe this is a PC and Xbox exclusive, I believe. But wow, I have to say, this game looks deep and looks like there will be a lot to do. The combat looks really neat. Like, it kind of reminds me of Halo, Destiny. It definitely reminds me of that. And just, with the planets and exploration, made me think of Mass Effect. And I love Mass Effect. So, game comes out September 6th. I know it's going to be on Game Pass, but honestly, I might just have to buy me a copy of this, because this looks really, really good. And, nowadays, I don't typically see a lot of Xbox exclusives, but I have to say, this game looks awesome. This game looks like it'll be a lot of fun, and I was really impressed with what they showed. With the combat, on the ground, your spacesuit customization, the different planets, like 1,000 planets. Like, that's crazy. Your ship customizations, like, I mean, just so much. It's a lot of juiciness in Starfield. I can't wait. September 6th, I mean, fall season. It'll be here before you know it. But not only that, they got a special edition that comes with a watch and some other stuff. And I think they also have announced some DLC, first batch DLC. I think if you pre-order like a deluxe edition, if I remember correctly, you get that. And I think you also get early access to the game. I'll have to check. But I mean, just the detail of the stuff you can do. Spacesuit customization, ship customization, weapon customization, like, and then like the ship battles. You can even board enemy ships and I guess take them over. Like, that's crazy. All that. Oh, as a matter of fact, yeah. So the Constellation Edition includes 5 days early access to the game. So you get it 5 days earlier. But yeah. I have to say, looking forward to checking this out. I think this is going to be really big for Xbox fans and system owners. So definitely will be keeping my eye out. September 6th. Looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, those are pretty much the games that caught my attention from this Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield Direct. But yeah, this was actually really, really good. Still got quite a bit to look forward to. I definitely want to check out the Capcom Showcase. That'll be tomorrow, June 12th. So I definitely want to check that out. But yeah, still quite a bit to look forward to. And yeah, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out the link to Game Beauty. And let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What did y'all think of the Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield Direct? Are you excited for Starfield? What do you think about Starfield or some of the other games talked about? The new Persona games. You know, I'm definitely excited about that. The new Like a Dragon 8. The new Path of the Goddess, that Kunitsugami game. Like, there's so much stuff. So much stuff to look forward to. Even Payday is getting some love. Payday 3. I've never played a Payday, but, I mean, Payday 3. The weird-looking reboot of Fable, which doesn't look like a Fable game, but let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Laters.